Welcome to Lessons for Life, Monday night. We will be with you in 3 minutes. If you want to get involved, click the link in the description, or if you're watching this in the future, just sit back and enjoy. Welcome back to Lessons for Life. It's Monday night and we're live. We're joined by Mama Zeus in the middle, and on the far right there is Mac. We can hear him. We can't see him at the moment. And there he is. And on the screen just now, we had my great memories of my trip to Iran in 2017. And the reason I'm showing you that is because it's Iranian New Year, or as some people call it, Naw Ruz. How am I pronouncing that, Mac?
It's perfectly pronounced, actually. Yeah, it's Naw Ruz. Yeah.
Naw Ruz, because there are some variations. Apparently, this is how it's pronounced around the world.
Naw Ruz.
Okay, so the way that it's actually pronounced is the where it says in Iran. It's Naw Ruz.
Okay, well,
it's
yeah.
Naw Ruz, but the way you spell it is probably the way you can see it on the flag or on the Iran bit.
Absolutely. And this is Iranian New Year, and it's a New Year because what does this mean? Maybe Mama Zeus can decipher this image. What does that mean, Mama Zeus?
It's the vernal equinox, and it's also
Boom.
the beginning.
I got it in one. Yeah. Equinox as in equal, as in the days and the nights are roughly the same length. Is that what we're talking about here?
And it would have, in ancient times, those that observed the heavens for the benefit of their community, from not just for many reasons, but one of them being for the benefit of because remember, it's an agricultural communities. Yeah, they didn't have Tesco and Sainsbury's; they grew their food. So observing the heavens, there were many reasons why they would observe the celestial happenings, but because of the planting, the seasons, and so on and so forth, they would know when to plant. They would know
Absolutely.
when it's coming. Yeah, they would see signs in the heavens that would let them know if there was some event happening that was going to affect negatively or positively the abundance. You see what I'm saying? Yeah,
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
I'm
this
not an expert, I
ancient,
don't know, but I know that much.
no, but I think you're absolutely right. And this ancient Persian culture, it's celebrated everywhere to the extent of where the Persian Empire reached. I take it they brought this celebration with them, and of course there are other springtime celebrations that we could think of,
Well,
and
history
Easter
would be
being one of them.
Ostara.
Ostara, right?
Ostara would be the pre-Christian, for want of a better explanation. I'm not knocking anybody, but it's the lambs and the little things coming through. You would think that after the long dark winters, because if people get what they call sad, the thing that affects them in the winter now, imagine back then.
Mm-hmm. So Ostara is the spring festival in which culture?
In Norse, Germanic, European, Slavic.
So Easter, as much as we think it's to do with Jesus, is actually to do with Oster, the fertility celebration.
The bunnies is fertility, the little chickens hatching, new life.
Hence the hormone, the female hormone, estrogen.
Maybe.
Yeah, how about definitely? Lesson for life. Easter, estrogen, yeah. I believe so. You learn something every day on this show. So yes, Naw Ruz coincides with that. In the Hebrew calendar, the Jewish calendar, it would be Passover, when the angel of death passed over the homes of the believers in Egypt, and they were told to put blood on the door, so they would know not the angel of death would know not to take the children of Israel, and that is kind of
the first male born of every house.
Is Mac still there? Mac. Owen Keeling is saying Naw Ruz Mubarak. Thank you, Owen. And the same to you. Shall we watch a little video clip from a very funny guy? Here we go. This is a little bit of info from Kayvon Comedy, the funniest half Persian comedian.
Naw Ruz is Persian New Year. Wait, a lot of you don't know what Persians are, do you? All right, well, let's back it up and get ready for the quickest history lesson ever. Naw Ruz is a holiday that roots back to an ancient religion, Zoroastrianism. It's celebrated at the spring equinox, usually around March 21st, and it doesn't matter if it's midnight or 4 in the morning, Persians will party at that exact moment to ring in the new year. But we're getting ahead of ourselves. First, let's explain what Persians are. You see, once upon a time, the Persian Empire ruled most of human civilization. They conquered, they thrived, and they brought innovations that we still use today, like pajamas, the windmill, the game of chess, brain surgery, the birthday cake, ice cream, tambourines. Well, you get the point. As the years went on, they were defeated by various people like Alexander the Great, the Romans, Mongols, and other skirmishes, and the territory was reduced to the area known as Persia, which in 1935 they renamed Iran. In 1979, Iran had a huge revolution. Many fled all over the world to start a new life. The one holiday that Iranians held onto with pride and will still celebrate to this day, no matter where they are, is Naw Ruz. Proof that even without your country, you can still preserve your culture.
March 21st is the first day of the spring. That's Iranian New Year.
All right, we figured out that part. Now the question is, who celebrates Persian New Year? We tell you right now. Take a look.
I know Americans don't go to other countries and celebrate our independence. Is that what it is?
New Year's.
The Persians in southwestern Iran are the first known people to have celebrated it.
Naw Ruz is such a big part of Afghan culture that's just interlaced in the culture and the fabrics of Afghanistan's history.
The Indians have Naw Ruz.
And I'm from Kazakhstan. Our culture also celebrates Naw Ruz.
Republic of Azerbaijan, in Uzbekistan, Afghanistan, and Tajikistan. All of these places celebrate this, and it's really a spring festival.
We call it Naw Ruz. We pronounce it differently, but it's the same thing.
There you go. The Afghans call it Naw Ruz, but however you say it, it amounts to the same thing. And Mac, they said there it started as a religious festival. Is it still celebrated as a religious festival by the Zoroastrian community?
That was great. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you. Very faint. Speak closely to the mic. I'm just saying, is it religious still for Zoroastrians, or has it become very much cultural now in the way that Christmas has? Although for some people, obviously, Christmas is still very much a religious festival.
I don't know much about it from the little that I learned from yesterday. The things that go on, baby.
It's more cultural, I think, than it is.
I think it's an ancient.
Can you hear me?
thing.
Sorry.
Yes.
Yeah, we got you, Mac. Let Mama Zeus back in for a minute. It's culture, yeah?
Hello, can you hear me?
We got you, Mac. Yeah, we hear you.
Yes. So sorry, your question was that now. What was it? Was it? Sorry. Let me log out and log back in with the better internet.
Go on.
Sorry, bro. I apologize.
That's right. Go on, Mama Zeus. What did you learn yesterday?
I learned that I learned that the table, the ceremonial table, has certain foods on it that are representative of health and beneficial. And I'm not sure because I'm still learning. They have significance. Mac will tell us better, won't you, darling?
All right, so everything on the table we put. It means the 7 S's, right? Sin means S, right? So everything that starts with S, which like we call garlic, is sir, right? So sir is there, and that's meant to represent for good health, for example. Yeah, and then we have serike. Each one, I don't know the exact. This is where I was hoping my friend would have come. He would have known the full details, but so the half scenes, each one represents something, and it's meant to be good health, wealth, and good future.
And what's with jumping over the fire? Where does that come into it?
Right, that goes back to Zoroastrianism, right? So that's the last Wednesday before the year, right? And what they do is they there's a tradition that you create like a little fire, but it's our bonfire, you can say, and then you jump over it and reciting like this one little line saying, "The yellowness from me be given to you, and the redness from you will be, or your liveliness will be given to me," kind of thing.
So it's like a renewal. It's like because you're going to a new astrological, I would imagine that the tradition. I'm just imagining, I'm just going like as it's coming to me. I would imagine that it's a renewal and it's a representation of rebirth. So the red must represent something. The yellow, red would be blood, wouldn't it? Yellow would be.
It's the liveliness. It's supposed to be the yellow, because when humans look yellow, they're unwell and they're sick. So you're saying, I'm sending you my sickness and I'm taking your healthiness, your good vibes. That's what you're telling a fire essentially. That is the gist of it. So I do know that, but that ultimately, again, it's because fire, when it's red, it's got that, it's the healthiest part. And then obviously
vibrancy is the blood. You're right. Yellow is the gall, the liver, all them things, the gall, So it would be one of the, what they call it, the humors.
The four humours. Galen. Now we're talking. Mac, because it's a pre-Islamic festival, is there any effort in the now Islamic Republic of Iran to keep a lid on the celebrations, or is it still given as much respect as it deserves?
Well, I mean, it is the spring equinox, isn't it? So it's to represent the beginning of each season. I mean,
Yeah,
the
but
new season.
I'm saying, do the hardliners, do the Ayatollahs say, "Oh, this is nationalism, this is paganism, don't do it," or do they go with it because they're proud to be Iranian as well as Muslim?
Well, I guess I really don't know because I don't really follow them like that. But as far as I do believe, I think they're not really the strict ones. I guess won't, but in generally, I guess they will take notice of it because it's a new year, isn't it?
May I?
So this is a tweet from the Imam Reza shrine. Imam Ali, the commander of the faithful, said, "Every day on which God does not be disobeyed is indeed an Eid." So that was tweeted for Naw Ruz. So they're kind of saying, yeah, look, today is an Eid because it can be.
May I answer the question, please?
Go ahead, Mama Zeus.
With all due respect, I'm you know me, yeah. I would say that number one, it would not work in their favor, yeah. Some things are so deeply ingrained into people, yeah. It's in their genetics, even in their DNA, yeah. Generation after generation, Ahura Mazda, Zoroastrian, whatever, you cannot stamp out. And you know, if Allah made everything, yeah, if the Almighty created everything, then spring is part of the Almighty's creation. And why should we not celebrate it in humility and purity of heart? It doesn't have to be un-Islamic.
I agree with you. I'm just wondering what the hardliners would say.
I'm not saying that. I'm just talking from my heart. I don't want to.
I agree. But
I guess it's not really like that. No, it's in Islam. It's not really considered. They say it's a deviated Eid, but for us, it's got history there. It's got a lot of traditions there.
It's who you are. It's generation to generation to generation. Yeah, to who you are. And they can't say nothing because without Iran, without Iran, the Irani people, the Muslim actual expansion would not have held. It would not have been able to stick and become what it's become without the Iranian scholars, and the writing and the administration and the infrastructure. They could have conquered as much land as they want, but it's because of the Iranis that they were able to have the success and the stability and keep going. Tell me I'm wrong.
There you go. Let's see if we can guess where this is happening and who these people are. Right, Mac, where was that?
I think it might have been Tajikistan.
Good guess, but no. It's
Turkey.
not Turkey. No, it's
No.
not Turkey.
You know,
Is
I
it
guessed Turkey.
Azerbaijan?
No. What flag were they flying? Did you notice?
It was a Persian flag with that little thing in the middle, though. It's that little thing.
It was the pre-1979 flag.
Okay,
Was
you
it?
know why I said Turkey? Because the tulip, I saw the 3 tulips.
That's not
And now
right. The flag
They
was
are
with
erased
a sword. I can tell you the pre-79.
with the it's with the lion, with the
with
lion.
the lion and the sword and the sun. I'm telling you specifically what it looks like because I know it. But that wasn't it.
Are you sure?
Oh, he's sure.
It was.
What do you think?
It was my mistake. Yeah, it was the original flag. Why?
Sorry.
It just
Never
looked
be
different.
sure again. Never be sure on this show. Those people
that
are
was
the.
before I was born, by the way. So
the-
after I was born, I was used to the new logo with the seat-looking logo.
I know. Yeah, I know. You got used to it. These people are the MEK, the Mujahideen Khalq organization, in coalition with a few other people. They are an exiled opposition group, and I believe that footage is from Albania. They are based in Albania and France. They spent a lot of time in Iraq in Camp Ashraf, but I don't think they're there anymore. So these people would love to see the back of the Islamic Revolution, hence the different flags. There it is. And they have a lady in charge, so different there as well. But I'm just wondering if this very, very virulent celebration of Naw Ruz is kind of a backlash to, oh, well, we can't celebrate it back home. The Ayatollahs don't really go to town on it in the way that they should.
I mean, the Eid for the Muslims, the Eid al-Fitr after Ramadan is probably bigger than this Eid for them as a Muslim. I'm talking about as well. But for Iranians,
For them, for Iranians, and another piece from K-Von Comedy. This guy was supporting the Iranians recently. Merry Christmas to all Ukrainians.
Oh, stop it.
That's Sleepy Joe there.
Oh, I should have
he got confused recently. He was confused.
Obama, you know, he did a Iranian New Year message, not when he was in office, of course.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he get it right?
Yeah, he did. I mean, he quoted a famous poet.
Mr. Smooth never put a foot wrong, did he, Barack Obama?
He's very smooth.
No scandals, family man, all that.
Yeah. Barry
Yeah, him and Michael did really well, isn't
it? Oh, Mac. What other people have been messaging? This is the London Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan. Okay. He spells it Naw Ruz like that. Mubarak to everyone.
That's
I don't know what's this little green symbol with the hashtag. What's the green and red significance? That's the emoticon for Naw Ruz.
I haven't actually seen that. I'm not familiar with that. Sorry.
Mubarak to everyone celebrating Persian New Year in London and around the world. We might have someone joining us, and it looks like it might be Omar. Are you there? Omar?
Yes, sir.
Happy Naw Ruz.
Happy same day to you.
How have you been celebrating?
I've been dancing all night and all day, and I'm exhausted. I need to relax and put on your show.
Just looking at the map there, do they celebrate Naw Ruz in Luton? Where you?
Yeah, we have a mini Iranian, or should I say, Naw Ruzi community, and it's always nice to meet them and meet all the others that we have here from different parts of the world. I'm very happy to have them here. But can I just say, although you've sold Iran to me, I shall be booking my flight as soon as I'm able to go and head off. But I must also add, and I think it would be being reminiscent of myself, and it would be just unfair if I didn't mention Naveed Afkari and his brothers that were executed. And so we are painting a lovely picture of Iran, and I believe it's a lovely country, and it's a fantastic country with fantastic people. But also, I'm not a fan of the government, and I think something needs to be done. And those people, they were just protesting against corruption. They weren't asking for something that was so far-fetched. They were simply saying that it's just there's no jobs for people, and those people didn't even need to do what they did. They stood up for the little man and the little woman and the children, and instead of the government helping them, they took their lives, sadly. So I'm sorry to bring it down on the show, but it would be unfair if I didn't mention that.
Mate, hello, good evening. May I ask, was that in Iran that the gentleman was referring to?
Yeah.
Yeah. May I say something? First of all, I'm sorry for the loss for the families. Yeah. Because we can talk politically, but some mother, some wife, some sister is mourning the loss of those people. And what you're going to find, it doesn't matter what system it is, what time, yeah, they weren't doing anything wrong. But you see, what the regime is doing, the regime of any country that's like serious, they will put a stop to it. They will nip it in the bud, because obviously for them to be executed for such a small thing, yeah, for something that wasn't criminal, means that they can, the powers that be are feeling fear. Yeah. They're feeling fear. Okay, this comes along, this one comes along, it's full of nonsense, but this one now comes along and it looks like it could be putting a crack in your, you know what I mean, a chip in your China. Guess what? We're going to show you. This is common practice from now to ancient times. What people think of as a dictatorship, this is a practice that has been done from long ago. In Roman times, they had a thing called proscription. So I'm the new guy in town. I'm the new boss of the Senate. Guess what? You, and you, I can see you're going to give me problems. I'm going to call you enemies of the state. I'm going to pin up your names in public, and I'm going to say to the citizens, whoever gets rid of them can have their property. It's called proscription.
Well, thank you for responding to my point, and I love your glasses. Great show. Keep it up. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Triple T, ducking in and ducking out. On the topic of justice, it was timely that Nazanin Zaghari Ratcliffe was released just in time for Naw Ruz. Do you think that was a political move, Mac? Was that like when
I think so.
the court in the Holy Land used to let someone go during Passover, and the crowd all cried for Barabbas?
Do you know what Barabbas means?
Son of the Father. Bar Abba, Father, and Jesus, of course, Son of the Father. What do you read into that, Mama Zeus? Is there more than a name to it?
Well, first of all, the lingua franca of the Roman Empire was Greek. Okay, so the Pharisees and the Sadducees that were the accusers of Jesus, because Pilate, because they said to Pilate, this guy, he's healing through demons. And Pilate looked at him, and remember, Pilate was a brute. He was known as a brutish governor. He said to them, are you serious? Even Pilate knew that they were talking rubbish. So he's like, no. They said, look, Pilate, come here. Look at this lovely offerings we have for your coffers. Yeah. And he's saying to them, what name are they shouting? And they're thinking, we're not going to tell him the Son of God, so we're going to tell him something else. Because remember, he didn't speak Hebrew, did he? So it had to be done in Greek. So they must have said, he's just a criminal, that one there. They're calling for, they want that one there, the thief, let him go.
So were there two people? Were there two people, Barabbas and Jesus, or are you saying it was the
Barabbas is the title. They're saying, who do you
Son
want
of
to
the Father?
become? They're saying, the Son of the Father, let him go.
Okay, so it was not a thief. It was they were saying release Jesus.
Yeah, but then remember, the Pharisees and Sadducees are saying to Pilate, they're calling for the thief to be released. So they're saying, let Julian go, let Julian go. And I'm saying,
It. What's he saying? Yeah. Okay.
that's my take. I could be totally wrong, but that's my take.
There must be some significance to it being his name being Barabbas.
No thief is called Son of the Father, just like Iscariot was not a surname. It was an order of assassins, the Sicarios, the Judean resistance to Roman occupation.
And it refers to the knife, right? Iscariot.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Very small, very small, like
Excalibur.
No, no Excalibur. It was small.
No, even smaller.
If
you've just tuned in, we're talking about the Bible tonight, by the way, in case you're confused. And also Naw Ruz. Very small it was, apparently.
Yeah, because you had to get up, you had to get close and personal. You needed to be effective, so you could move in the crowd. Obviously, what people need to know is that the Romans, wherever they occupied, they made certain rules, like no blade over a certain amount of length.
Oh, really? Wow.
The weapons, you're not allowed to have weapons. You don't want to. So what the Jews would do is, I have on good authority. They can't take their smiths with them, so they'd have to use the local iron crafters, and they would make substandard swords. They would deliver them to the Romans, and the Romans say, "This is rubbish. What is this? We're not paying for this. Take it back." So they've got stuff. They have to pay for the materials. But look at this shoddy workmanship. We don't want this. Take it back. And then they would take it back and they would make them proper, because once they actually got into Masada, after Masada fell, they were surprised at the quality of the weapons that were being wielded.
As a Greek person, do you feel an affinity with the Roman Empire and with Rome? Are you, in a sense, Roman, Byzantine, Eastern Roman Empire?
I feel more of an affinity with the Middle East, the Levant, and Micro-Asia.
But in the Middle East, Greek people like yourself are called, in Turkey, they're referred to as Rumlar, Romans.
Yes, because when the last of the Greeks came out of Izmir, they said, we are Latins, we are Romans, because they came from the Roman Empire. Remember with a split, once the Goths had taken over Rome. I love Roman history, don't get me wrong.
So they were Roman citizens and they were Byzantines, but they weren't Romans from Rome in
It's called Byzantium because that's the person that's who founded it. Yeah, as far as I know, but they weren't really Greek. They weren't really Greek. I mean, like, there's all types of people that are set as emperor. I'm still only in my early stages of researching Byzantium. History.
But Constantinople was the second Rome, right? And before the...
Yes and no. Yes and no. It was a different ethos. It was different ethos because, you see, Constantine was not a Caesar bloodline. He was a bloodline, you see.
Was he Greek?
No, I think he was a barbarian from the barbarian places. He wasn't Greek. I don't think. Don't take me. We have to look this up.
That's all right. No, that's fine.
I'm studying Byzantium. I'm still studying Byzantium, but he wasn't that kind of, like Hadrian was from North Africa.
Okay.
There was Gebulabus, or I can't remember. They had Syrians sit on the throne. They even had barbarians from Thrace. I don't mean barbarians in a disrespectful way. They even had the Thracians sit on the throne. Yeah.
And where is modern Thrace?
I think it's kind of Bulgaria, Romania, somewhere there. Please, I'm not very good on this stuff. Please don't. I've got so much that I can't remember it all, and so forgive me if I make a mistake. I don't want people sort of commenting and saying, "Nah, she don't know what she's talking." I still know more than them.
Absolutely, for sure. All right, a couple more Naw Ruz messages to go
I'm so
through.
sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's all right. We've had Imam Ali. Also, the UN are celebrating and wishing people.
Oh, God help.
Oh, that's the. Oh, Julian, I got your answer for you. I know what that green thing is.
Yay!
You know where what? What do you know? Oh, Mac's gone to go and get a book.
Oh,
This is
God bless him.
this is the
I love
UN
his passion.
wishing us.
I absolutely love his passion.
Yeah, no, he loves
I admire his passion.
the thirst for knowledge, and
Yeah.
also there's Tajikistan celebrating.
Beautiful.
#Khorasan.
These are all
Khorasan.
Aryan places. This is the Caucasus Mountains.
Look. So this
Where
is.
Prometheus landed with the fire from the heavens.
That's
There you
exactly
go.
what it is. That's exactly what I was going to show you. Look,
What are you going to show me?
it's
Oh, there
that
you
with
go.
a red ribbon around it. That's what we have.
Oh,
at the
that's what
table.
that is. Okay,
Yeah.
and
it has a red ribbon around it.
and that begins with the letter C, does it? Is it one of the Hafsin?
It's
S,
Sabzi.
rather.
Sabzi, yeah.
Sabzi, green.
See it again,
Right,
please.
as in
Yeah.
Ghormeh Sabzi.
Sabzi, yeah, exactly right.
You're like, beautiful, beautiful. Can I share a little story? It's very small. It's very nice. One of my Iranian ladies, yeah, I made a little message, you know. Yeah, I cleared it with Mac. I said, Mac, please tell me if I put anything, because I don't want to offend anybody, you know. I don't want to like offend or spoil anyone. Say, Mac said it's perfect. Don't worry. And I sent it to this lady as well. I sent it to lots of people. And she videoed me with her little boy. And he said, Mama Zeus. And he did a little song, a little song for me, and a little dance.
Fantastic.
I was so humbled. I was in tears. I was just so humbled. And to see the joy, for that moment to experience for those few moments, the joy of the family. Yeah, because remember, they're in exile, yeah. To experience the joy and to see the happiness and they're sharing that little bit of their culture and their traditions. I was humbled, Julian,
That's
and I was
wonderful.
in tears. I did. I blubbered like a baby for a while.
Oh.
I'm not proud and I'm not ashamed of it. It just happened. I felt
No,
so
it should be for the children. These celebrations should be a special time for children.
so happy he did the little dance. He did his song for Mama Zeus, and he did there's a little dance that they do, and I was just, you know, it was
Fantastic.
it was so beautiful. Yeah,
Fantastic.
yeah. We're not at war anymore, are we, baby?
No, peace, not war. I hope not. Yeah, we can. We'll go
Inshallah.
back to that another night. But for now, let's cling on to the new start of Naw Ruz, new year, and new day. I think literally Ruz is day. Is that correct, Mac?
Yeah, that's right.
There you
means
go.
new, and Ruz, Naw Ruz.
Indo-European language.
Well, it's Aryan, but with Indo-European, Aryan's a naughty word, so you have to say Indo-European.
Yeah, we know what we mean. You're right. It is Aryan, as in the Arya,
That's right. The noble,
the high nobles. Yeah.
the noble.
And are they related to the Archons? I think they might be.
Well, can I say something there too? In
Yeah,
Greek,
go on.
my grandfather was known as an archonda.
Oh, was he? What planet was he from? Arconda. What does that mean?
Archondas is the boss man. He's the lord of the manor.
Yeah. As in Archbishop.
Peloponnese.
Yeah. So anything like aristocracy, they are the elite, aren't they? Arch would be high up.
Aristos, somebody of excellence.
Yeah.
Obviously, in the West, it means something else.
Mm.
In the West, it means something else. Like they're corrupting everything, and it doesn't make me angry or anything like that. It just I'm like, where do you people get off taking our language, Are you still looking at us and telling us that we should just we're only good to run fish and chip shops?
Yeah, well, yeah.
You get where I'm coming from? Can you read that?
Yes.
Shalom.
That's
Oh,
Brian saying shalom, blessings everyone. Thank you very
oh,
much.
oh,
And
shalom aleichem.
give peace a chance
Oh,
to say greeting Julian and Mac and guest. That's Mama Zeus right in the middle there. Anyone else is welcome to join. The link is in the description. If you want to get on the screen, you can come and chat with us. If not, just put it in the comments. We don't mind.
That's the craft, Mama Z's craft, obviously.
I can't stop. I had to do something with my hands.
Yeah. She's amazing at that.
Talented lady.
By the way, yeah, just to give a shout out to Mama Z, she does amazing stuff. Check out her Instagram as well.
I've got
She's,
YouTube, but I have to start. I really have to start working harder on it, and putting some more things on.
We'll help you. Give peace a chance is with us.
Oh,
Happy Iranian New Year to you, sir. How you doing?
oh.
And I don't know if it's relevant, but Freddie Mercury was a Zoroastrian.
Oh my God! Look at him. Hi, bro. You alright? He looks different, bro. He's got.
Right, mate. Yeah,
Wow,
good.
You look kind of magic. Happy New Naw Ruz.
I chopped off my.
Oh, he's got
like
lovely hair. Look, play with his hair. Oh, it's so sweet.
No, it's a good look.
Oh, cheers. Thank
It's a good look.
I like your hair as well.
Thank you, baby.
I've got
Oh,
here.
he looked Persian. He looked like fun.
He does look Persian. He does. He looks. Yeah.
So we got a Persian and a Greek on the screen. I've just realised. Does that mean we're going to have a massive war?
No. We're friends.
Yeah.
We came. You came. We had back and forth, and then the Islamic expansion happened, and we realised we had to come together to survive. Simple.
There you go. Give peace. What's your heritage? Are you partly Iranian, or you just got the look?
He's frozen.
I think he's got bad internet connection.
I haven't seen him for a while still.
Yeah, I know.
So sweet.
But oh well, we can see him. Right. Well, look. I want to wish everybody a happy Iranian New Year. Mama Z, really appreciate you coming on. And do it again, and then we can pull down any of these clips and put them on your YouTube channel. Give you a shout out and
my YouTube channel is supposed to be for. May I just take 2 seconds to show what I do?
Yeah. Please do.
It's a work in progress.
Your craft.
Well, at the moment it's kind of falling apart. Oh God, I'm tangled up. Hold on. I'm tangled up. I'm bringing the yarn with me.
That's
Okay.
all right.
I design.
Spinning yarn.
So I don't know if you can see the work.
Wow.
Right. So this is the super king size. I'm making for someone. I'm sorry. This is my workstation.
You should have been selling this stuff in Rumi's cave back when they had a market, but they're a bit in between places now.
I own the commission. It's like a journey. It's like the Almighty's fixing all the missing links of their.
It's on request that you do pieces.
It's only on request. Look at my elephant. I don't know if you can see my little elephant there.
Oh wow! Now is that an Indian elephant or an African elephant?
It just happened.
It just happened. The ears.
Tell you, where's the ankh?
The ankh, the ancient Egyptian cross.
There we go.
Hold on. Let me take it in the room and show you.
It may or may not be related to the Anunnaki.
Oh, please don't start me off. Those guys, I saw them down the social the other day filling out forms.
Who, the Anunnaki? Oh my goodness. And the Nephilim and the Archons.
And the Raphael.
Yeah.
That's it. Raphael.
Okay.
That's brilliant. Now, how long would it take you to make something like that?
Months, depending on what's happening as well. Because, like, I've realized that it's a journey. So when I take the commission, it's got to be somebody I like. If I don't like them, I cannot do a stitch for them. Yeah. And it's like their lives change and they're going back and forth and all sorts of things happen. Wonderful things happen. You know, the first quilt I ever made for someone, she got pregnant.
Oh, wow. Well,
The second one, yeah, life came together good, and the child that had learning difficulties started becoming more coming into themselves. You know, God is good. God is good. All praises to God. Me, I'm just. I can't tell you. It's it's an experience. The ones from Texas went to Germany, and from Germany they went back to America. Different people. Yeah, it's I can't explain it. It'll make me bubble. So I just do my thing. I'm not teaching sewing. I just work my craft, and it keeps. You know what? It keeps me honest and closer to God.
very good. Yeah, very good.
If
We
you,
need to be being creative is very important.
well, I look at it this. For me, it might sound silly to some people, but for me, I travel. I travel back into history, and I'm thinking, how many hands, women and men, yeah, took the flax, treated the flax, wove the flax. Look, this one, I stitch as well. So I create yarn designs too. But they went from the field, the flax and the cotton, to being spun, to being made, to being woven, to being dyed, to cover somebody. How wonderful is that?
You're resonating with Brian here. Said that happens with copper sculptures I make.
Ah, you see?
We'd love to see some of them.
Please.
We'd love a picture, Brian. Maybe
Thank
one day.
Show my bits and pieces. Thank you.
No problem at all. No
Thank
problem
you
at all.
so much for that. I appreciate that. And thank you for having me on. I'm going to have to come out because my battery's saying
No
14%,
problem.
Mama, 14%. I don't feel well. Can I go to sleep?
All right.
Matt, you look absolutely
Go.
resplendent.
We should all go and recharge our batteries now.
Yeah,
Happy Naw Ruz, everybody. It's
Happy
been a
New
good
Year.
one.
All
And
right.
we'll do it again next Monday.
God
We were
bless.
here and we're gone. Latest.